Welcome Aquarius to your 22nd to 28th September reading. We're going to look at the energies there, where to best put those energies and what's coming up for you. I'm also going to do 3 tarot cards for the future and an oracle card. So let's get going. We've already shuffled these, so we're taking the top, much more quicker to do that way. Yes. So for Aquarius, okay. I'm told to take those 2 cards for some reason. Yeah. Okay, already come up. Okay, Aquarius, for your first oracle card, you got Mend a Broken Heart, Fairy, Healing from Heartache. So I do feel some of you may be going through something. You've got the Star card, the Judgment card, and the Strength. It's a time to have strength and wishes fulfilled. But what I'm saying wishes fulfilled is like focusing on those wishes that you want going forward to the future and having that a bit of the wake-up call. So we're having a look at this first. Healing from heartache. Some of you may be going through some emotions. It doesn't have to be about heartache. It could be just some strong emotions that may be unsettling for you, but it's time to look out for yourself and fulfill those wishes that you want going forward, not the past but going forward in the future, dedicating yourself to your pathway. And there is a bit of a wake-up call with that, so you're rearranging your life. And I do feel it's time not to judge yourself on how far, well, or not how far, but how things have happened. It's about being proud of how far you have come, but don't judge yourself or limit yourself in those positive thoughts, because I do feel you need to have that strength in yourself and trusting that you are doing fine just as you are, and you can go on that path to fulfillment. But it's trusting in your divine intervention of the universe. I know that sounds weird, but it's like that's coming to me. It's like trusting. Look, I feel when I look at the Star card with this one, I feel she's sitting there. She looks a bit sad. She's holding on to the lamb, so things are fresh, raw, I want to say, but she's going to trust on that star. She's going to follow that star, and she's going to follow the flow of that water there, because I feel that's where your destiny is following the water, not literally, but following your path, I want to say, and that's where your wish is going to come true. And know that, be gentle with yourself, with the lamb there. I feel it's time to be gentle and nurturing yourself. And yes, things may be hard with the judgment, and there's a bit, but this is about judgment. This is about destiny calling you to come back on your path, to come back on your track and get going on your journey, and don't look back. I'm hearing with this with the where to put your energies, the crowning, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth. I see at the table again. The Judgment card is also about rebirth and recreating yourself. So I do feel this is about going through the threshold. There's some challenging times here, and the threshold always is a bit of a challenge where you have to go through an initiation, I guess, with this card, but it's saying you have to go through it to be able to get to the other side of that happiness that you're seeking. But it's a time that there is a commitment for yourself, or even someone else though, because there's 2 of Cups, but I do feel it's a commitment to yourself and commitment to getting back on track on your life. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's about committing yourself to where you want to go and where and the vision that you have for yourself. But it's all about your needs. It's all about being selfish within yourself, and not in a bad way, but it's taking care of yourself on this pathway, because I do feel you need to have that strength to take care of yourself and keep on track, keep on the path going forward to your destiny. And with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, it's like going forward, trusting yourself. The Queen of Swords, she's sure of herself. She's here. She's standing forward. She's not looking at the past, and she's going forward. With the Page of Swords, they're looking a bit at the past, or even on the horizon, and they're looking at what they've done, how far they've come, but they're going forward now. The Page's new energies are going forward and trusting the new beginnings that are coming in. And I do feel you need to have that strength to go forward and know that stability is on the other side that new journey that you're taking. Now with what's coming up, friendship and union, the High Priestess, the Page of Wands, and the Hermit, this is saying you need to trust in your intuition. You may be even making new friendship, even a new commitment to someone, a partnership, and if you're already in a relationship, it may be getting stronger or a more committed here. But it's about listening to your intuition. You'll know what's right and wrong for you. And the Page of Wands is saying, I want that stability. Aquarius is saying, I want that stability. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to go to that curious project, that idea, that future plan that I'm thinking about, and I'm going to take that leap of faith, I feel, with this. But it's about bringing in new energies of new beginnings. And the Hermit is saying, okay, I'm thinking about life. Or Aquarius is thinking about life. I should really say it how they always say it, but I really mean you. The Page of Wands saying you're thinking about that idea, that project, that curiosity mind, and now you're going to take that journey. The Hermit is saying trust in the journey that you're taking. You already have the answers. You already have the light here to show you the way. It's about trusting in that energy of going forward and trusting in your path, I want to say, with this. So I do feel you need to be much more gentle with yourself and trusting in your ability to make things much more happy going forward. But let's see what the clarity cards bring in. With the Star card, we have the Hierophant. Yeah, you've got all the answers you need within yourself to make those wishes come true. It's about that inner wisdom. It's about knowing what you know from the past and taking those lessons to the future, knowing that you can trust yourself to make much more wiser decisions going forward, and you will get what you want with the future thinking. But it's trusting in your ability to take action and know that you have the strength to take action. With the Judgment card, recreating yourself, rebirth, a bit of a wake-up call, I feel, with this. It's pretty much saying it's in my face, something's come up, there is some change that's going to happen within yourself, but you know you need to make some changes. So let's go forward with the card. Yeah, Queen of Swords, and you've had it twice, so you have to make that decision to go forward. The Queen of Swords is saying she's strong in her decision. She's going forward. She's trusting herself. She's confident. So with the opening up, the Judgment, with the rebirth, recreating yourself, changing things up, it's about trusting in your journey and going forward and make the steps to go forward with that. With the Strength card, we have the Sun. Yeah, the more strength you have for yourself, the more action you take, the more happiness you will receive, because the Sun card is saying that strength to keep going forward is going to bring you that happiness that you seek. Like I said, you need to keep going forward on your plan, on your journey, and don't quit, I feel, with that. It's like keep going forward, trust that you can make wise decisions. With the Two of Cups, we have... yeah, the Magician. See, Two of Cups, you have the power to make anything beautiful, anything much more loving yourself. If you have a partner, loving the partner, but it's about loving your path, I see, rather than relationships. It's about you've got all the tools you need to be committed to your path and committed to yourself to make much more beautiful decisions and being much more in a happier environment, I feel, with this. With the Queen of Coins, we have... that's my dog being a bit silly. We have the Justice. Yeah, justice will prevail. The steps you take now, the stability you want, listening to your intuition here. You're going to win out in the end. It's also about having that balance of mind and listening into your intuition, I feel, with this. But I feel this is justice will prevail. In other words, you're going to get what you want, but you need to take those steps to go forward, I feel, with this. With the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, which is the energy of going forward and taking charge, being confident on your path. You have the Tower. Big changes coming up, so you're going to have to trust yourself to make those changes. Changes do need to be made. Remember, we've got birth, rebirth, threshold. You're going through a change here, but it's about trusting in that change that's coming up. Don't be fearful of the Tower card. The Tower card can bring beautiful new beginnings here, so it's trusting in yourself that you can make the best changes possible for your life. But it's trusting yourself to make those changes and going forward. And I do feel that once you do, you're going to be on the other side of, you're going to be on the happiness side rather than in the healing from the heartache side. I do feel that's you're going to be happy on your path, much more happier. So with the High Priestess, we have pretty much just saying trust your path. This is all about trusting in where you're going. So the Page of Wands, you're going somewhere. The Hermit, you know how to get there. You've got the light, wisdom. It's trusting in you going exactly where you need to go. So these cards wanted to pop out. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, protecting what's yours, and you need to just go forward. I feel the Seven of Swords. Don't stop. Don't stop to pick up anything else. Don't stop to look back. Just keep going forward. I feel this, and this card wanted to come out with it. Yeah, Nine of Cups, because that's what's happening. Once you make that decision to go forward, you listen to your intuition, you're going to get your Nine of Cups, which is your happiness, all your cups filled up. Beautiful energy here. Don't look back, keep going forward, Aquarius, I feel with this, because that's what you're going to get. Happiness, the actions you take, you're going to be on the other side, to the happiness side. Page of Wands. Yeah, strength. You got strength twice. You need to have that strength to continue forward. It's continue forward and trusting that path that you're taking, that stability. Page of Wands, you've got an idea. You're trusting in yourself and you're going forward, and it's a need to have that strength to keep going forward. I just feel, don't look back. That's the message. I just feel like you need to set your sights to the future planning, and don't look back for some reason that's coming in. With the Hermit, we have the Two of Wands, yeah. Destiny's calling, future planning. You have the light to make that decision. The light, this means that the Hermit is contemplating, introspect, thinking about his life, and the Two of Wands is saying you're making plans for the future. You're seeking your inner light to be able to make that decision, to be able to find the way or go the way that you want to. But it's about, the Hermit is saying you have the light, you know which way you need to go. And the Two of Wands is about being committed on your path and making changes on your path and making future changes, future plans, I want to say, with this. So it's all about thinking about what you want to do in your future and then going forward with it. It's a movement card here. I'm going to do another card for the Tower. And the Healing Heart one, I feel. Okay, Tower. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, hard work pays off, but you're waiting for your success here. So your success will come once you move things along and go forward. That's what's going to happen. Big changes have to make. Well, I just feel big changes will come with that success that you're waiting for. The Seven of Pentacles is all about waiting for the harvest. You've done something, you've built something, and now you're waiting for the success coming in. And the Tower card is saying big changes are coming in. So I do feel you'll be getting that success. I will do one card for that, one more card for that first. Yeah, King of Cups, doing what you love, trusting your inner knowing. King of Cups, he's sure of him. Yeah, so he is a leader. He's trusting in his emotions, I do feel here, and he's filling up his cup. And he's going with the flow a little bit, but not too much, because he's quite dedicated on his path. So the King of Cups is saying he's quite dedicated on his path here. And my battery went flat again a second time, so I hope this one doesn't, because I forgot to charge them. So with the heartbreak one, heartache one, some of you may not be going through any heartache. It might be just confusion or something to do with your pathway, and it's causing you a little bit of disruption. It doesn't have to mean that you're going through a broken heart. It's a general reading. Take what resonates, take what doesn't, leave to the side. So with that one, we've got the Lovers, yeah. So some of you are going through a heartbreak, a breakup, with a healing from a heartache. It could be from a past relationship. You may be healing from the past relationship breakup. You may still things trigger you. You may be going through one already now. I'm going to take one more just to see what Spirit says, if some of you are going through that, see what to do. The next two cards is for that. How to go through it much more smoother. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Yep. It's time to walk away from that, because the Ten of Cups is coming for you. So I do feel you're going to find that happiness elsewhere. So anyone that's going through heartache or heartbreak, move forward. Don't look back. That's why I kept getting don't look back. Don't look back. Keep going forward. And there's your happiness. Wow. There is your commitment to a better life by walking away what no longer serves you. Wow. Confirms what I was already saying. But we're going to do 3 cards here, like I said, for the future. Wrong cards. These ones. Did I do a card? Oh, no, I didn't do an oracle card. First we'll do an oracle card. Actually, the top one I was going to get. Flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. And it's funny how I said the King of Cups is going with the flow, and then I said not really. Well, it's time to go. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. So that's like not stressing yourself out and allowing things to happen as they do. But going with the flow and allowing a much more smoother ride going forward, so that you don't it's settling your mindset. It's making things a lot more calmer on the inside, so that on the outside you can get forward and make stuff happen. Now let's get 3 cards for this. 1 up. 9 of Pentacles, you're paving the way to your own legacy. So definitely on the right. Oh God, these cards. And funny how it is, isn't it? I just happened to look at this card, bottom card, which I normally don't do, and you're at the Tower. So you definitely got changes coming in, big ones. The Hermit again has come up, which is saying trust your path. Trust your inner light to go forward and make that decision. Walk forward. Keep going forward. Don't look back. But I'm going to take another card anyway, because look at this. 9 of Pentacles, you're not looking back. You're leaving a legacy. You're leaving your coins here. That's not about giving it away. That means that you're leaving your legacy so you can actually teach others your experience, your knowledge, your wisdom. You're making a future for yourself with the Knight of Pentacles, but it requires big changes coming up. I'll do one more card because this was just a fluke that I was going to look at the bottom. Some people do look at the bottom. I don't. Not always. See, this reading is very beautiful because it means that you're going to be stronger. In the end, you're going to get your happy ever after. Yeah, Knight of Swords, you definitely have to move forward. It's not looking back. It's going forward, dedicated on your path and making sure that you look after yourself, get much needed rest, self-love, self-worth, self-enough. Even though self-enough doesn't make sense, but I'm going to do one more card. What does Spirit have to say for them, for Aquarius? Whoops, they wanted to pop out, so we're going to take them out because they just want to fall out. We're going to take them all out. There's 4 cards. Let's see. Yep, Queen of Wands, and I think you got that before. No, I don't know. Yeah, no, you didn't get it. Queen of Wands, go forward. That project, anything that you can make anything much more beautiful. It's trusting in yourself. Time out. 4 Swords, take some time out. Give yourself some rest. You don't have to do everything at once. The Emperor, be that leader. You are powerful enough to move forward, to move mountains. You're powerful enough to move mountains, Aquarius. I can't hold them all, so I want to show you the other ones. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Remember, go with the flow. 10 of Wands is saying thing. You're nearly there to your destination. It's a bit frustrating and burdening, but 10 of Wands is like you're going to where you need to go to, but you might have to lighten the load a bit. And look at this Hangman. Need to look at things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. Giving yourself a grace, some grace and serenity. Don't be so hard on yourself, I feel. Be dedicated to yourself and making beautiful, happy changes. Remember, if you're not going through a heartache and not going through anything like that, it might just be you being too hard on yourself. Look at things from a different perspective, a higher perspective, a positive perspective. Take a step back. Lighten the load. Don't be so hard on yourself. You don't have to rush to get to where you want to go, because your success will come. Then I'm going to take one more oracle card. Oops. Liberation. This card always comes out. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they're you. In other words, you're liberating yourself from the fears and doubts. You're moving forward. That's about liberating yourself from the past any worries, concerns, anything that's happened, and liberating yourself from any fears and worries that you have about yourself, your future, and what the steps you're taking. I do feel it's time to step up and trust yourself and believe in yourself, and I hope Aquarius has given you some insight. I'd love to see you again. Bye bye.